Hello students, welcome to today's lesson. In the previous lesson, we have learned about rainfall distribution in Ethiopia. Ethiopia receives summer rainfall because of the wind that started from the Indian and the Atlantic Ocean, but it received high rainfall because of the wind that started from the Atlantic Ocean, but the wind started from the Indian Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean give rainfall for Ethiopia. During winter season, except few areas of Ethiopia, the other has dry climate because of the influence of offshore winds. The southwestern highlands like Ilibabur, Kaffa, Wallagga receive all year round rainfall and receive convectional type of rainfall. The highland of Ethiopia received orographic type of rainfall. Today we'll learn about natural vegetation, wildlife, and soil of Ethiopia. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to realize the different type of natural vegetation and wild animal of Ethiopia, and also describe the soil type of Ethiopia. The distribution of natural vegetation is influenced by many factors. The most important one are altitude, climate, soil type, drainage are the most factors that affect the natural vegetation of Ethiopia. Based on altitude, we can classify the natural vegetation of Ethiopia into the following 5 types. These are the Afro-Alpine and Sub-Afro-Alpine, forests, woodland savanna, steppes vegetation, and desert and semi-desert type of vegetation. This classified based on their altitude. Let us see natural vegetation of Ethiopia. The first one is Afro-Alpine, Afro-mountain scrub, similar to the Alpine vegetation in temperate region. Let us start from Afro-Alpine or Afro-mountain scrub vegetation. This type of vegetation similar to the Alpine vegetation in temperate region, found at very high altitude. It is 3,000 meters above sea level. It is dominated by Gibra and Asta. Let us see forests of Ethiopia. Let us start from highland forests found above 1,500. The broad-leaved forests is found between 1,500 up to 1,800 meters above sea level. It is confined to the wettest region of Ethiopia. So the annual rainfall, it is 1,400 up to 2,000 millimeters, and dominated trees are Wanza, Wera, Tukur Enchat, Kararo, Bisana, and also Berbera are an example of broad-leaved forests that grow between 1,500 up to 1,800 meters above sea level. And also coffee, karkaha, tud. The second forests are podocarpus forests, found at an altitude between 1,800 up to 2,200 meters above sea level, found in isolated part of Showa, and also it's found in RC Valley highlands. So the best example for podocarpus forests it is Zigba. The third type of forest is lowland forests. An example of lowland forests are gallery and also scrubs. So the gallery forests mostly grow along the banks of the river. Example of these gallery forests in Ethiopia, Shola, Warka, and Acacia are an example of gallery forests. And the second type of lowland forest is scrub forests. They are found relatively in hotter area. The most dominant trees are the bamboo trees. In this area, where mean annual rainfall exceeds 500 millimeter, and also Bafia forests are the predominant forests of this region. Let us see woodland savanna. It is the largest part of this region. It is found at a low elevation and in drier environment. The plants are known as xeromorphic. They have special adaptation, shading of their leaves during the dry season and development of small leaves to reduce the loss of moisture. So the general name of this plant is known as xeromorphic. They have special adaptation during different seasons. Steppes or semi-desert or xerophytous type of vegetation, acacia, thorny bushes, shrublands are an example of this type of plants. These xerophytous type of plants have a special adaptation because to adapt the harsh climate of the area, they have long roots used for observing moisture from the soil, and also they have short and oily leaves. It is important to reduce rate of transpiration. This type of vegetation is found around the northwestern lowlands and also the Afar region and the southeast lowlands. Let us see wild animal of Ethiopia. Ethiopia owns about 277 large mammalian species and also 862 bird species, 201 reptile species, and also 63 amphibian species. So Ethiopia rich in wild animals. Divided into different, for example, common wild animals. Example of these common wild animals like hyenas and jackals are an example of common wild animals. Game animals like giraffe, wild asses, zebra, elephant, and also gazelles, lions, leopards are an example of game animals. And also arboreals are animals that live by climbing from one tree to another. An example of this is monkey. So arboreals also found in Ethiopia. And rich in aquatic animals are animals that live in water. So rich in fish, crocodiles, and so on. And also Ethiopia has endemic animals. More surprisingly, 7 species of mammals and 25 species of birds are found only in Ethiopia. For example, Walia ibex Nyala is found only in Ethiopia. Walia ibex, it is found in the Samin highlands. Nyala is found in Bali mountain. These animals known as endemic animals. Lada baboon, also found in the Samin highlands. Nilik bushbook or Dukula on the central and Bali highlands. So these animals are known as endemic animal like salmon fox. It is found in the Samin and Bali highlands, while as also found in the southeastern lowlands and in Afar area. Students, let us proceed to soils of Ethiopia. According to FAO classification, Ethiopia has 18 soil. The first and the major type of Ethiopian soil is Nito soil, or known as red basaltic soil. This type of soil basically associated with high rainfall and are found in areas that were previously covered with forests. In general, Nito soil is found in area of heavy rainfall. It rich in iron and aluminum. This is mostly found in the western highland of Wallagga, Kaffa, Ilibabur, and also the southeastern highlands of Sidamo, the central and western highlands of Shawa, and the highlands of Ojam, and the eastern highlands of Hararge, dominated by Nito soil. So this Nito soil, it is mostly found in the area of heavy rainfall. They are matured soil with deep profiles. They are highly leached and lack of soluble minerals like sodium and calcium, but rich in iron and aluminum. The most widely cultivated soil type, it is Nito soil. They are the best soils for coffee and also for insect and cereal cultivation. So from this type of soil, we conclude that it is common in area of high rainfall, and it is easily affected by leaching process, but it has high concentration of iron and aluminum. So this type of soil used for the production of coffee, insects, and cereals. The second type of Ethiopian soil is acri soils. These acri soils are found associated with Nito soil, cover about 4.5% of the country. This type of soil, it is common in the southwestern highlands of Ethiopia, where there is high rainfall, are extremely leached soil. Students, can you differentiate leaching from soil erosion? Leaching means wearing down the nutrient of soil because of heavy erosion. So acri soil, extremely leached soil, and therefore have low production capacity because the nutrients of this soil lost because of leaching process. The third type of Ethiopian soil, it is Cambi soil. This type of soil are soils that developed from the recent lava deposit of the Quaternary period. They are young and shallow, are found on the rugged and sloping terrains of the plateau of Shoa, that is in eastern escarpment, and also in Jardir highlands. The other is Veto soil or black basaltic soils, cover about 10% of the total land of Ethiopia. It has high clay content, so they are sticky during wet season and it become cracked during dry season. So they are waterlogged, not used for the production of crops. This type of soil are largely found in Arsi, Bale, and central Hararge, where there are pronounced wet and dry season. They are waterlogged. The irrigation capacity of this type of soil, it is very low because during wet season it became sticky and during dry season it became cracked. So this is left for grazing purpose. The other type of Ethiopian soil, it is Rigo soils. This type of soil, like the Campi soil, they are shallow and young, but they are coarse textured, have low agricultural value, and found in the Danakil and Ogaden plain. Zero soils are the other type of Ethiopian soil. These soils are generally young and shallow, are found in arid and semi-arid regions of Ethiopia. They have a weakly developed profile. Yermo soils, also the Ethiopian soil, are found in the desert and the semi-desert areas as zero soils. They are salty acidic, and have a weak developed profile. This type of soil is not suitable for cultivation even when irrigated due to their salty and acidic nature. So this type of soil in general are not used for the purpose of cultivation because of the acidity type. Reef soil are well developed in areas where there are marked wet and dry season and when leaching is not very high. These loamy soil are among the best soils since they have good chemical nutrients. Loamy soils are intensively cultivated except in areas that are steeply sloped or waterlogged, and also found around Lake Tana and in the eastern part of the northern central highlands, and also found in the southern lowlands. Little soils are similar to canopy soils and regrowth soils in their poor maturity and their location on steep slopes. They are found in area of low precipitation, cover the escarpments of the northeastern and the Churchill highlands. Fluvial soil, also another type of Ethiopian soil. Fluvial soils are soils that rivers have transported from highlands to lowlands, cover about 10% of the country's total area, and are associated with river, sea, and lake deposits. So this soil have very good agricultural potential and found extensively in the lower region of the Omo, Awash, Abai, and Baro Akubur River. Students, today we have learned about natural vegetation of Ethiopia. The natural vegetation of Ethiopia is affected by altitude. So Ethiopia has different type of natural vegetation like broadleaf, podocarpus, and so on. And also Ethiopia rich in wild animals. And also have seen about the different type of soil in Ethiopia. According to FAO, the Ethiopian soil is classified into 18. The largest type of soil it is Neto soil. It is mostly found in the southwestern highlands. Ethiopia has a different type of soil. The volcanic soil, especially the Neto soil, is the most widely utilized soil. And the country cereal, coffee, insects cultivated by the Neto soil. In general, Neto soil is the most important type of Ethiopian soil, but it is common in area of heavy rainfall and it is affected by leaching process. It contains large amount of iron and aluminum are erosion resist elements. So the major type of soils in Ethiopia are listed here: the Neto soil, Verto soil, Acri soil, canopy soil, regrowth soil, zero soil, Yermi soil, Fluvial soil, fluvial soil, and Little soil are the Ethiopian soil. This classifies based on FAO classification. The most suitable type of soil of Ethiopia, it is Little soil. Students, this is all about today's lesson. Goodbye.